Tonight, we are learning more about a major bust in a crime ring that spanned across the Front Range. Thanks so much for joining us at 5. I'm Phil Lipoff.
I'm Kim Christensen. For the last 18 months, Boulder officials say a group of people were stealing cars, taking them to chop shops, and retitling them to use for other crimes. 9 News investigative reporter Jeremy Hohola heard from the Boulder DA today. Jeremy, what else can you tell us about this large-scale operation?
Yeah, there are 6 people who have been indicted. They're tied to this alleged crime ring, and these guys are accused of committing crimes that led to more crimes, that led to even more crimes. We're talking about car thefts, we're talking about garage thefts, we're talking about chop shops, credit card thefts, and then drugs. These guys are in big trouble. If convicted, they could face more than 20 years in Colorado prisons. This morning, we watched as police and SWAT teams targeted 9 properties all along the Front Range. We're talking from Johnstown, Adams County, Commerce City, and Wheat Ridge. Investigators say they were gathering evidence that involves crimes impacting more than 50 victims in 190 open cases over the last 18 months. The impact of theft and damages here, nearly $1 million, according to the district attorney. The 6 suspects are accused of starting with a car break-in. Then they would find a garage door opener. Then they would go to that victim's house, open up the garage, find high-end bikes, and then ship those bikes off to Mexico for sale. And then they would even find even more things to steal from victims, according to investigators.
They also stole credit cards. Then they would use those credit cards and go to retail stores to get gift cards. So we had them on burglaries, car thefts, bike thefts, stolen credit cards, and also the distribution of methamphetamine. So really the greatest hits of every possible criminal offense was involved in this indictment that you see today.
Yeah, so really, really big trouble for these guys. In all, 5 of the 6 indicted people here have been arrested today. There is still 1 person on the run. The ages range from ages 51 to age 28. Also, during the execution of these search warrants, investigators say they came across an improvised explosive device. That device has been rendered safe. In the meantime, we count 24 law enforcement agencies that were part of this 18-month-long investigation. Live in Boulder, Jeremy Hohola, 9 News.
Big, important bust. Jeremy, thank you.
Taking a live look outside right now, really nice fall day around Colorado. We saw light winds, lots of sun. Now our weather impact team is tracking some light rain that could make its way into the metro area tomorrow. Kathy?
Kim, that's right. And the mountains are welcoming perhaps a little bit of light accumulating snow. So many of those resorts making snow, trying to get those resorts open. And Mother Nature needs to bring in a little bit of cold air, a little moisture. And that's the pattern over the course of the next 5 to 7 days. The evening drive is underway. Lots of traffic, but no weather issues. That Fort Collins camera looked so good last hour. Let's go up to Glenwood Springs. This is a live look up there. Still quite a bit of color on the hillsides up at Glenwood. Looking at the hot springs there. 71 here in downtown Denver, 55 in Leadville, 64 in Gunnison. Very warm for this time of year, but that's going to be changing with the arrival of a storm from the south. Not a super cold storm, but enough cold air that we'll see some light snow develop in the southern mountains after midnight tonight, continuing through the day tomorrow. Denver is dry tonight, sunny tomorrow, increasing clouds in the afternoon, 20 to 30% chance of rain, but you go west and you are going to run into some snow late in the day on Thursday. So we're close to 70 now. We drop into the mid-50s by 10 o'clock. Your weather headlines include this beautiful late fall day in October, sunshine and 70s, but changes Thursday. We're going to break down the weekend forecast, also that football game forecast coming up.
A man accused of killing a teenager from Loveland may have his case dismissed. 19-year-old Isaiah Morales was shot in South Dakota in 2024, just 6 months after moving there. The suspect says he acted in self-defense.
9 News reporter Jaleesa Irizarry joins us now. And Jaleesa, it really does sound like the judge is considering a dismissal here.
Yeah, Kim and Phil, according to court documents, at a recent hearing, the court found the defense gave enough proof to suggest the shooting might have been self-defense. Now the suspect's lawyer is asking for the case to be thrown out, but Morales' sister, who says she saw the whole shooting on FaceTime, believes it should move forward.
A screen is where much of this story takes place for Hannah Esquivel.
Yeah.
Through a Zoom call, she talks about the last FaceTime she shared with her brother, Isaiah Morales.
I was on the phone with them over here in Colorado. So when I saw everything on FaceTime play out, it was just hard because I couldn't be there.
In June 2024, in a small town in South Dakota, officials say Morales was shot and killed by a man named Timothy Overton. Overton was arrested on a first-degree murder charge. Now his lawyers believe the case should be dropped after the court found the defense gave enough proof to suggest the shooting might have been self-defense. According to court documents, Morales and his other sister confronted Overton about bad-mouthing their mother to her boss. The conversation quickly turned into a physical fight in which Morales pulled a knife and Overton pulled brass knuckles. The filing claims Morales put Overton into a bear hug, and that's when Overton reached into his truck for his gun and shot Morales.
He always had a knife in his pocket. You know, Isaiah didn't go there being aggressive. The last thing Isaiah said to him was, "I just want to talk to you."
Overton's lawyer says because he acted in reasonable self-defense under the Stand Your Ground law, the case should be thrown out. The state argues because Overton armed himself with brass knuckles prior to the fight, he was engaging in criminal activity, so he loses the right to use the Stand Your Ground law.
It just kind of feels like a slap in the face that they're even considering it.
Through a virtual interview, Esquivel gives a glimpse of her reality. No matter what happens, she'll never get her brother back.
He was truly the center of our family.
It's unclear how long it will take for a judge to decide if this case will be dismissed or not. We reached out to the attorney who filed the dismissal for Overton, but we have yet to hear back. Jaleesa Rosari, 9 News.
All right, Jaleesa, complicated case. Thank you. The FBI is looking for potential victims after a former Aurora police sergeant was charged with sexual exploitation of a child. Aaron Bunch worked as a supervisor for school resource officers at both Cherry Creek Schools and Aurora Public Schools. Investigators accuse him of exchanging video that shows the sexual abuse of children. Officials believe he used his position to get in touch with victims from as far back as 2005 up until this year. He now faces 3 charges of sexual exploitation of a child. The FBI and Denver police are now working to find other potential victims. They are asking anyone with any information to reach out to them.
An update to a story we brought you this morning. A man has been arrested for a deadly hit-and-run crash in Aurora last night. It happened on Colfax Avenue near Chambers Road. Aurora police say the victim was crossing north across East Colfax when he was hit by a driver that did not stop. Police later identified the suspect's car using flock cameras. Officers took Daryl Murray into custody on charges of driving with a suspended license, failing to notify police of a crash, and leaving the scene of one.
Denver Mayor Mike Johnson is once again extending the city's contract with controversial license plate surveillance company Flock Safety, this time without city council approval. The extension will keep cameras rolling through March, even though council members voted against renewing the contract earlier this year over privacy concerns. Tonight, we are hearing directly from the mayor about his decision and how these cameras are being used. Coming up on Next with Kyle Clark at 6.